So it is 6:30 in the morning and it's time to head to the dive center. We are diving with liquid dumigete, of course, and I'm feeling kind of shrimpy today. Luckily there's so many critters here. It's a critter hunter's paradise and I kind of have a pick of what I want to film, but today I feel like shrimp. There's a lot of different kinds of shrimp, so let's just go see let's just go see what kind of shrimp I can find in one day. How about that? Yeah, sounds good.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow.
And camera ready. Tripod, lights charged. Oh, let's go. Time for dive briefing since I'm always late. So where are we going next?
This one, San Miguel.
Fancy house?
After the dive. Have coffee.
And what are we gonna see there?
Flamboyant, cuttlefish,
Flamboyant?
sheep, sheep nudibranch, and ornato stiliga,
Sheep?
sheep nudie.
Shaun the sheep?
Shaun the sheep nudie. Okay, and then hopefully to see juvenile frogfish again.
Yeah, I guess it's frogfish season.
Hopefully, yeah. It's starting.
My wife said, can you find Sulawaki? And
Malawaki, oh, it tastes good.
yeah, she wants to bring it home.
I love that one as well. Fresh one. With spicy vinegar.
Gross. Okay, let's go. This is the scuba jeepney. The dive jeepney.
First highlight for the day.
Yeah, I love those cookies. So we're gonna go find some shrimp, maybe some seahorses. So let's go. Actually, don't follow me. Just see what I see. Yeah, I know, this isn't a shrimp that I promised. But the problem is, I would be remiss not to mention these seahorses, because here at Thalata, on the north side of the dive site, it was just covered in these seahorses. These are thorny seahorses, and they were just everywhere. I'm gonna save them for another video because there were so many. I think I saw 10 on the dive, and I was just starting to ignore them so I can actually film the shrimp I was seeing. Not all dive sites around Darwin have seahorses, especially this many, so it'd be hard to dive Thalata without mentioning them. I'll save these for another video, and let's get to the shrimp. So the first thing you'll notice with this peacock tail anemone shrimp is that I kind of have a new style where I'm not going to use any fancy editing or fancy transitions or warp stabilization or anything like that. I'm not even going to cut out the breathing noises. My journey is not just about trying to find awesome critters, but also about trying to improve my video skills. And I don't want any fancy editing to make me feel better than I am. So I could kind of use these videos to track my progress and see if I get any better, or see what I can improve. So this is a mantis shrimp, of course, and they were all over this dive site. I probably saw 20, and they're usually too shy, but this guy came right up to the camera. I'm not a marine biologist, so I'm not sure what mantis it is. It's definitely not a peacock mantis. And when I look in my species book, I guess it looks like the short beak mantis shrimp. I could be wrong. Let me know. Did you know that the Mantis Shrimp actually has the hardest pound for pound punch in the animal kingdom? They say it's about the velocity of a .22 caliber bullet. A lot of underwater photographers have warned me that the punch of a mantis has been known to break a camera lens. And if you watch closely and listen, you'll see that he comes out of his hole and he punches my camera. He missed the lens luckily, but it was a great thing to capture. You could even hear the punch. Here's a common sighting all over the Philippines, anywhere where you can find an anemone. This is called a squat shrimp, but divers usually call it the sexy shrimp because they just sit around doing this little sexy dance. I think that name's even common in the aquarium trade, the sexy shrimp. Anywhere you can find an anemone, you're gonna find either anemone shrimp or the sexy shrimp. And I would much rather film these guys than a clownfish. These guys will pose for the camera while clownfish will just bite me. Clownfish love to bite me. I don't know why. Sexy shrimp are awesome. But now it's time for me to show you the best thing of this dive. Something I really didn't expect to see, and that I don't see very often or get to film. A Harlequin shrimp. It's very rare that I find a rare and exotic shrimp that I really want to film. And he's also in a perfect position where I can set up the tripod and everything. But somehow everything aligned, and that was the case with this Harlequin shrimp. It might even be the first that I filmed. And I was also lucky enough to see this guy cut off a piece of starfish and carry it back to his lair. As I was sitting here filming this Harlequin shrimp, I felt a little nudge on my elbow, and I was startled to see this gray moray sniffing at my elbow and at my camera. So I just turned the camera a little bit to the right, and this is what I saw. He was making me quite nervous actually. That's probably why you can see some shake in the shrimp video. I'd never been bit, but this guy was pretty big for a gray moray, and he was literally putting his nose on my elbow and on my camera, and then, well, that's okay. But I wasn't done with the Harlequin. I saw a ton of species on this dive. Not just shrimp, but all kinds of stuff. From flamboyant cuttlefish to seahorses, robust ghost pipefish, and a lot more. And I'm gonna save those for other videos that I'll post this week. But it's nice to finally be able to showcase a Harlequin shrimp on one of my dives. Unfortunately, he was at about 23 meters deep, and I was running out of no deco time, so I could only film about 6 minutes with him, but it's more than I've ever been able to do. And it was definitely the highlight of the dive. So I said today I wanted to find shrimp, and I did, but I had no idea I'd find an awesome Harlequin shrimp. I don't film too many of those. I've seen them. That might even be the first that I filmed. So awesome day. You guys really need to come here and dive with me in Darwin with Flico Dumaguete. But if you can't, I'm going to be diving here all year, and I'll show you guys what there is to see. So that's it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Later.